Hey guys, it's Tacho here, and we're back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. And today what we're going to do is we're going to be taking a look at our boy Bramimond, who, the surprise unit reveal of this month. No one saw this guy coming, but he is a really cool unit, and everyone's been talking about this guy since his trailer reveal. His base kit was just so perfect that we expected his stats to be pretty much the same thing. But then when we got the stat reveals, we found out that he's not quite as perfect as we were expecting, but he's still really good, so let's just jump right in. Okay, so neutral stats, he's got 39 HP, 40 attack, 27 speed, 21 defense, and 35 res. So way less defense than everyone thought. I was expecting he'd have anywhere from like 26 to 30 defense, and I definitely didn't think he was going to have 40 attack. I thought he'd have like 35 or less. So it is insane that they gave him such a high attack stat. Also, his speed is a little bit useless. It could have been way lower than 27, and it would not have hurt him in any way since he gets that automatic double attack with his weapon. So his speed is really a dump stat, but they put a little too much investment in his speed. So it does make his stat spread a little bit awkward. And he has a 162 BST for an infantry tome. So that is relatively high, and he's on par with units like Lysithea and Kyria in that regard. And his base kit, what is there to really say about his base kit? He came with the absolute most perfect base kit I think I've ever seen so far. Void Tome is going to give him +5 to attack, defense, and res, and give him a guaranteed follow-up attack. And it's really going to be active all the time. The requirements to get this to work are so easy. The foes just have to have a penalty, which is real easy to do, or they have to have more than 50 attack or 35 speed, which is also really easy to do. Most of the meta units these days are going to have that right away, so no problems with his weapon. Luna as the special, it's really good for dealing a lot of damage. And attack and defense push, it's just going to raise his attack and defense on both phases. And it's going to cause a little bit of chip damage, so he can make use of other tools as well, like brazen skills or desperation and such. And the combo of lull, attack, and res with impenetrable dark is one of the nastiest combos in the game right now. Being able to negate all of the foes' outside buffs and all of their inside buffs at the same time means that when foes are fighting this guy, they have to rely on nothing but their raw attack stat. And if you have chill skills in the mix, like chill attack, or even a panic effect that can really hurt the foe's base attack, this guy is going to be a monster, both on offense and defense. It's going to be really hard to take him down and really hard to tank hits from him. And he's pretty much the master of one-on-one combat. His base kit is just saying, yo bro, come at me. So Bramimond is really awesome in that regard. As far as IVs are concerned, I have to recommend plus attack on him. He has that juicy attack super boon, so you are definitely going to want to go for that to get that nice +4 attack. Alternatively though, if you really want to wail out on this guy, then defense is also a possible option. He can make very good use of his defense at higher merge levels and with the proper investment, so don't sleep on his defense even though it looks relatively low. He is getting that +5 from the weapon, and he does have lull, attack, and res, so his defense is a little deceptive in that regard, so don't sleep on that. And for the budget build, we really do not have to do much. Just give him an assist and a sacred seal. I'm going with reposition and brazen attack and defense. Reposition is the bread and butter assist skill, but feel free to run whatever assist you want. And brazen attack and defense combos very nicely with attack and defense push. It's going to cause chip damage, so it won't take very long for him to activate brazen attack and defense. And other options you could go with are the Deathblow Sacred Seal, which will just instantly give him that +6 attack, and he doesn't have to wait to chip his HP down. Also, Sturdy Blow is an option if you just want some more defense. Heavy Blade could be a pretty viable option as well. It's going to combo nicely with Luna. So you hit the foes and you gain +2 special charge. They hit you back with the counter attack, and then your next attack is going to be Luna. So Heavy Blade does have some nice synergy with him as well. And overall, this guy really does not need much help. If you manage to pull a copy of him, then really congratulations, because he's just a perfect unit all around, and you don't really have to give him anything. to make him awesome. So great stuff. And moving on to the high investment builds now, there are a lot of options that this guy can run. He is, in my opinion, one of the top 5 units in the game as far as well-roundedness is concerned, because he can just pull off so many different playstyles effectively. It's just crazy how well-rounded this guy is. So on this build, we're going with a Special Spiral nuke build. Ruptured Sky as the special attack because it's going to combo with Special Spiral, and he's just going to have that ready at the start of every round of combat. Sturdy Impact is going to give him massive attack and defense, and negate the foe's follow-up attacks, so he doesn't have to worry about getting hit twice. And of course, we're going to go with Death Blow, since this is going to be primarily a player phase build, so he's just going to be attacking the foes pretty much. And what's really nice about this guy is that being an infantry class unit with a very low HP stat, it's going to be very easy to set him up with infantry pulse shenanigans. So you could even invest a little bit higher on this build and run stuff like Heavy Blade 4. You could have a bunch of units with infantry pulse to use a higher cost special attack, like say maybe one of the blazing specials. And with Heavy Blade 4 and Special Spiral, he's going to be able to activate that at the start of every combat. So that is another way you could play this build. And Desperation is also an option, paired together with Attack and Defense Push, of course, because once he gets low on HP, he's going to be able to hit twice in a row with Desperation. And if you want, you can also run Heavy Blade as the Sacred Seal in that case, so he can just hit twice in a row and ramp into Ruptured Sky right away. So overall, this guy is going to be crazy on the player phase, and the fact that he's a defensive mythic hero, and he's such a powerful offensive threat, I can see a lot of defense setups running this guy. And it's going to be very difficult to bait him in Aether Raids because Impenetrable Dark is going to shut down all of the drive units that we like to use, like Caden or Marth or Corrin and Brave Lucina and so on and so forth. So he's absolutely going to be a threat to watch out for. And last but not least, we're coming to the defense build, and normally I wouldn't want to showcase a unit like this with absolute maximum investment here. We have plus 10 merges, we've got plus 5 flowers, and we have the S-rank summoner support. So normally I wouldn't show units off like this, but I do feel like in this case it is necessary so we can really drive home the point of how good his defense can be if you fully invest in him. So 31 defense, with all of the things that we've done to him here, doesn't seem that impressive on paper, but remember, his weapon is giving him plus 5 defense, and with lull attack and res, he's gaining another 3 defense, while negating all of the foe's potential bonuses from inside or outside buffs. So he's pretty much going to be sitting on a 39 defense stat, where the foes can only attack him directly with their own attack stat and no buffs counted. And again, like we said earlier, if you have chill attack on the team or panic or something that can really hurt the foe's attack even more, it's going to be very hard to take this guy down defensively. And the close counter build is going to be effective because of all that. We of course have close defense as the Sacred Seal, so he can gain even more defense and res when the foes are attacking him at melee distance. And Soul is going to be our special attack here, so we can quickly heal off some HP. If you don't want to run Soul, you can also go with Noontime for the faster heal, or you can go with Aether for some damage along with the heal. So alternate options on this build. In the B slot, you can also run Mystic Boost from Air, and that's going to negate the foe's abilities to target the lower of his defense and res. That's really going to hurt the Dragon type units, because they like to have that adaptive damage on Mage type opponents. And if Dragon type opponents are only going to be attacking his res, he's not going to be taking much damage at all from them. So that is another option for healing as well as tanking. And that's going to wrap us up for Bramimond. He is one of the most awesome units that we've gotten so far, and we don't really get units like this too often that can just do it all and play offensively just as well as they can play defensively. So all really cool stuff. And as always, this is your boy Tacho signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, hope you guys enjoyed the builds, and I'll catch you guys again next time.